Have you ever wondered how a professional golfer trains during the season? With so many things going on week in and week out? Well, I can't tell you the exact answer for every professional golfer because it's always different. But I can tell you the answer for one particular LPGA player. And today I'm going to do that. And before we get into what she does and outline the actual workouts and the things she gets done throughout the week, let's just look at a typical pro player's schedule. So, on Monday, maybe Sunday, it's a travel day. So you got to fly, you got to drive, you got to get to wherever the tournament is that week. Tuesday, usually going to get some practice in, get on the course, take some notes. Hopefully, it's somewhere you've played before, so you're adding to some notes. But if it's somewhere new, you've certainly got to make sure you get some good quality time in on a Tuesday. Wednesday, that's when you have the pro AMs, the media events, different dinners. There's a lot of obligations that people don't think about for professional golfers, and Wednesday is usually when that stuff happens. Then we get through Thursday to Sunday, and that's when the event takes place. So this is a pretty jam-packed week. So you might be thinking, well, maybe they don't train during the season. I can tell you that's absolutely not true. And the reason that's not true is because the golf season is so long and comprehensive now. If you didn't train during the season, it would be really hard to get any better, to add distance, to get stronger, to create resilience against breakdown from injury. So you have got to find a way to train during the season. Now, you will train differently in season and out of season. You have to train smart, you have to have a good plan, and you have to stick to it. You also have to be willing to make adjustments when there's some last minute changes, which do happen on tour. So let's jump in to what the actual week is going to look like based to the whiteboard I showed you about what exercises, when, how, where, etc.
So this is the actual plan. The LPGA player will be executing this early in the season. So the first thing you see, as we talked about, is mobility is going to be daily. Again, golf is a game of mobility. You want to stay healthy and perform. You've got to be mobile enough to do that. So we have two variations here, daily mobility 1 and 2. What you see with both of them is we walk through and we go joint by joint approach. This is going to allow us to make sure that we don't ever miss any area of the body and that each and every joint is prepped and ready to go for performance that day. Again, this is an at least once a day type of thing, twice a day if you want. You can even focus in on certain areas if they're bothering you a little bit more, or you're feeling some tightness, things like that. But that daily mobility is kind of the heart of this plan. And then as we go down, you're going to see this Monday and Tuesday of tournament weeks and what that looks like. Again, so we're going to go right into a heavy workout because Monday we have time to recover, or even Tuesday we still have time to recover. So we can keep the intensity high. Again, increase that strength even in the season because we want to get better and stronger as the season goes on. It's a relatively simplified workout, at least compared to some of the off-season workouts. But again, that's because we're here to get something done, but we don't want to take away from practice time or overload the athlete. Tuesday for her, she prefers cardio as part of the early week stuff. So I've got a cardio plan for her, but I also told her she can really do what she prefers in the sense here, because again, cardio training is not a big aspect for golf performance. So we're not going to hammer specifics for that because it just doesn't translate when we look at sport specificity. So I gave some stuff she could work on. She wanted to work out or just kind of to do one that gets her mind right and prepped for the week ahead. Again, that mental aspect of working out is a very underrated, massive part of golf. Then we're looking at Wednesday of tournament week. And again, we have the qualifiers here. So if we got that Monday workout, we could do this workout Wednesday. But if we weren't able to get to that, we push Monday to Tuesday. This is probably a workout we're going to back off of a little bit, other than maybe sprinkle some of it into the Tuesday workout. If applicable. But again, we don't want to overload the athlete and have her real beat up by the time she tees it up for the tournament on Thursday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the tournament weeks. Again, this is some basically upper back prehab exercises, past injury. Want to make sure that does not rear its face again. So we're just going to stay on top of that even on tournament days. And again, we already talked about this, but the mobility stuff's going to continue happening daily even while the tournament's going on. We've also got some stuff down here for non-tournament weeks. That's a little bit of a different topic. If anyone has questions on that, leave a comment in the video below. Or if you want to see me cover a off-season workout or a non-competition week workout, just let me know in the comments. I can put one together for that. But again, this top stuff is kind of the meat and potatoes of it. This is really how you, as a golfer, a professional athlete, making money to play, have to train, because you still need to get better throughout the year, especially in a sport like golf where there is essentially no off season.
So let's review what the week looks like, and I'm going to add one qualifier where it's different between a lot of golfers. Again, Monday, after that travel day, it's a nice heavy workout to make sure we're still getting stronger and improving throughout the season. Tuesday, we're going to slide the heavy workout down if we missed it, or we're going to focus on some mobility work, maybe a little bit of cardio, which we're going to get into a little bit more in a minute here. Wednesday, in an ideal world, after we got the heavy workout Monday, we can get one that's a little bit more moderate on Wednesday. Focus more in control or rehab if there's any injuries. Again, these men and women on tour, they bust their butts. Just because they have something bothering them doesn't mean they're not going to be on the course. So it's good. It's a good day for heavy rehab exercises to get that person ready for the tournament the next day. Thursday to Sunday, we want to fill those with the prehab exercises again because we have to keep the body from breaking down. Mobility each and every day, sometimes twice a day, because that's so important for the golfer. Now, this last note on cardio, it's kind of the golfer's choice, or we might use cardio for something else. Now, the golfer I work with is in great shape, so cardio could kind of be either or depending on whether or not they like it. Because cardio is not a huge aspect of golf performance. It's not like you're jogging between holes, you're walking, and then when you're done walking, you're doing one explosive movement and you're walking again. But if it's a player, say they're trying to manage their weight or they just want it for general health, then cardio has a better place in their workout. So you just can put it somewhere throughout the week that it's not overtaxing to them, but can still provide some of those benefits. It's a little more flexible because cardio doesn't create that muscular damage, which means you need the recovery time because it's submaximal and it's so focused on the cardiovascular system, which bounces back relatively quick. So this is what you're looking at for a professional golfer. So if you do this in season, maybe add about 100,000 hours of practice throughout your lifetime, you could have a chance at tour too. But if you're an amateur golfer, what I want you to take away from this, or maybe you're a high school or a college golfer, is you cannot afford to not continue getting better, getting stronger, getting faster, getting more mobile and resilient against injury in season just because you're busy. If you want to be the best golfer you can be, you've got to make it happen. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I'll check back with you on the next video. I'll see you later.